Yeah, instead it is Alex who will be playing Terry. He's playing Rob, which I was mentioning before. I was unfamiliar that he had one, but again, Wi-Fi does bring out all kinds of unique characters for some of us. We even got to see Steezy play Ganon a couple weeks ago, so you never know.
Interesting, the Steez Ganon. Put in work. All right. Very good start for Alex right now. A nice, like 50% lead. Almost messed up my math there.
It's our specialty isn't math here, don't worry.
All right, yeah, I really like how Haze is starting to catch on to these aggressive power dunks. Did a great job at anti-airing them. I feel like that's something that Alex needs to look out for, because he did a great job at like opening up Haze, and that power dunk did connect. But like, Haze is one of our best, one of our better players in the region, so he's gonna start catching on real fast.
He is one of the better players in the region, I would say, and this is like a pretty strong region in terms of players, because even being good, like Haze isn't the PR player, but I would almost say that he's like pretty close to being a PR level, like could be, I think, if he really grinded hard, but...
Yeah, there's definitely like that batch of like 20 players like in this region that like could be PR. It just depends on the season. Like if they go off that season, they're PR, and if they play all right or they play their average, then they're just like right below the PR.
Wow.
Like, there's a lot of people gunning for that 11 to 15 spot. Speaking of gunning for kills, he just got that that power geyser out to get this 2-stock lead. Haze is quite the deficit.
Yeah, this isn't really looking good because, especially Alex at go meter, and we're starting to see a little bit of spaghetti input-wise, but it doesn't really matter. Everything's still connecting. Haze does finally find himself the first stock, though, to this first game one.
All right, gets it down into the jab. Good SDI coming out from Haze.
Wow, that was actually really smart, and that might be...
Yeah. Oh wow. I thought you wouldn't. I thought you wouldn't have enough drift on the up B.
No, that was well played by Alex. It was already doing the input. Ooh, crack shoot to get, or not crack shoot. Rising.
Rising knuckle or rising tackle.
Rising tackle. Doing a good job being prepared with that, because otherwise it looked like Haze sort of had him. But instead, Alex having a good command over Terry does make it.
Yeah, he just he was keeping Haze on the defensive the entire time, and Haze didn't really have the answers to kind of keep him out. And like what was really interesting to me is that how Alex was using the burning knuckle and using the fact that it's a lingering traveling hitbox to cover both roll and neutral getup, and like kind of like leaving it out there like you'd maybe see Rob do a side B.
Yeah, really heads up play. And Rob's side B is definitely. It's a move. it's a move.
Yeah.
You gotta really.
It's a good move. It's a
really good move. Especially if you're Terry, where you're so vulnerable out there, because it sends you far away and it hits. It's basically active for a very long time. And I just want to point out.
I wonder how Haze is going to adapt to this.
Yeah, because like I don't know if he switched characters. He may have. And he is. It looks like he's going Diddy Kong.
Yeah, Diddy Kong. I know he definitely does have a Diddy. It's pretty nice. You know, the one time I did fight his Diddy, I had to go ZSS, and I didn't have fun. He was able to shark me pretty well with all the with his banana.
Yeah, Diddy a little bit of a controversial character in terms of people just not sure if he's like really good or not. You'll see some people saying, "Hey, don't be fooled, this character's top tier," and then you just look at some of the old kill confirms that were in Smash 4 that just don't work at all, and you're just like, this character's bad. So
his major problem is that like he could do to have slightly better kill potential, but he also has some like really troubling matchups. And like the matchups that were bad, like I don't want to talk too much about my main, but Olimar have gotten worse for him.
Yeah, we'll see what Haze has in store. And this was a Smash 4 main. This is the old squeeze. So, you know, when in doubt, always go back to your Smash 4 main. So we'll see if it pays off. It looked like the set before this, he did the same thing. Started Rob and went Diddy. So this could just be part of the game plan.
I feel like what Haze is doing right now is he needs to really watch his approaches. Because, like, what I've figured out from, like, playing Danny is that a lot of, one of the best ways to fight Shotos is essentially to not really fight them.
Yeah, I can see that.
They don't have the best projectile, and, like, Burning Knuckle, as we see, is actually, like, a pretty good read. Like, it beats any option besides Shield.
Yeah, you're right.
It is really good for catching out like defensive zoning options, like that banana and dash back. But if you have a careful shielding habit, then you can get around that.
Yeah, it is really good for cleaning up some of the mess, but
It also has armor, which is very unfortunate because we saw a lot of times where Haze, yikes, tactical lag coming out.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything yet because I don't know if it's my error.
That was such an
or if
even
it's-
game too.
Okay, it's on their end. It looks like the match did end, and yeah, that's a shame for Haze. I don't know what happens in that event. I'm assuming they.
Wait, what?
probably
I'm sorry.
Haze disconnected, not even Alex.
Haze disconnected.
Haze disconnected.
Yes.
Who was winning?
It was like Haze just had evened it up, but
Yeah, Haze was down 27%, but like they both had 2 stocks.
so
Oh, that's
unless
unfortunate.
we get some sort of like homie stuff from Alex, I think at that
That's-
end it's just Haze's
They
loss.
Lower
could.
sevens.
Wait. They could fight to the death IRL.
They could. All right, so I want to say that whoever drops loses the match. I'm pretty sure, unless you wanted to do something different, but I don't blame you if you don't. Either way, I'm pretty sure that that's a victory for Alex.
Are you like asking me or like?
No, I'm not entirely sure because like I'm just
Okay.
streaming. I'm mostly
DQ 'em
confident, but I don't
Because
want to.
I'm not
I don't
really,
want to. I don't want to
just started
confirm.
TOing, so I want to ruin on that.
DQ.
Yeah, all right. So the confirmation from RJ in the chat. It does look like that's a win for Alex. That's essentially going to turn into a 2-0 for him. And Haze, unfortunately,
Unfortunate, 'cause,
yeah,
like-
that is an unfortunately.
Because you could see in the momentum of the match that Haze had just figured out like what his game plan was. Like I could having playing